My name is Abidemi Oladipo. You're welcome to another edition of Stronger Together, a program set out to bless marriages, set out to bless relationship. We're going to be discussing whole lot of things, and we have an amazing couple here tonight to share their experience with us. I hope you're going to enjoy it and you're going to be blessed. Please don't forget to subscribe. You're welcome. You're welcome to another edition of Stronger Together. Tonight, I have an amazing couple with me. Amazing in so many special ways. They are admired from afar, and I believe they have something special to teach us tonight. You're welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Adifisoye. It's nice to have you on your program, and I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to having a good laugh. I'm looking forward to learning something new, and for our audience to be blessed as well. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Thank you very much for having us here. My name is Oluwabukola Adefisoye, and my husband.
My name is Olakpos Adefisoye. We are married as one body, one soul, and one spirit.
You said you're married as one soul, as one body. That's quite, beautiful and interesting. Can you give us a kind of background to who you are, where you're from? What did you do?
Okay. I'm from Nigeria and based in the UK at the moment. I'm raising 3 nations. I've got 3 boys, and I'm a healthcare professional at the moment. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. So my name is Olakpos Adefisoye. I'm the husband to the woman beside me.
Nobody's taking that from you.
And I have 3 wedding pillars, like she mentioned earlier. So I'm into management and project management as a person. So, and I like to build nations and build people as well.
That's quite interesting. You're welcome. You're
Yes,
welcome. Marriage is a good thing, and the essence of this podcast is to actually, have debunk a lot of things about marriage, reestablish the truth about marriage, and to live the life God has designed marriage to be for. Can you take us through your journey? How did you meet? Where did you meet each other?
Actually,
tell us the. I know there are loads and lots of stories, to people's background of how they met, their genesis. I want to hear the most interesting part of it.
well, on that fateful day where I met him, I think it's not out of the ordinary, but sometimes everyone have their own unique story. I was on my way to school, Unilag precisely in Lagos, Nigeria, and I got on the bus from, I think from mile 2. He got on the bus, I guess after me, because I did not see him until we got to a particular bus stop, where the last bus stop, we got off the bus, we went onto another bus. I think maybe he was following me, I don't know, but it was at the gate, at the Unilag gate, the main entrance there. I was just going and I had, excuse me, I'm like, excuse me again, and I turned back. The way I looked at him, I'm like, I was very, very irritated, like early this morning, but that was where I met him, and that was how we started. And after it, I would like to meet you, I've noticed you in the bus and all that. And at the end, I just told him, I have a very early morning lecture to catch. Can you please excuse me? I need to go now. Like, okay. Can you oblige me your number? I obliged him. But before I obliged him the number, I gave him a very stern warning, because it was around that time when a popular network in Nigeria then were doing midnight calls and all that. So I gave him a very stern warning that I don't do midnight calls. Please, I work during the day. Don't call me at night. And I obliged him the number, and here we are today.
Oh my God! Bravo, Mr. Adefisoye.
Yes, ma'am.
The obliging thing, the joining on the bus. You had that patience, you know. You joined the bus. You saw a lady. You traced her. You were not scared. You embark on that journey. A journey of probably no return, but you return. But you return with something. How did it all go? What did you see? Was it Sister Buki's color? Because she's bright. She's a light that cannot be hidden.
I'm better than her.
Forget about that. But you got her anyway. How did the journey go?
All right, thank you very much. So it's just one of the things that every man wish for. So that fateful day, like I tell people, you need to have direction before you have erection as a man. So I've been having direction for my life.
Sorry, you need to have
Direction.
a direction before you have an erection.
Yes, ma'am.
As a man.
As a man.
That's deep.
Yes, ma'am. So I've gotten the direction I wanted for my life, and I just wanted to go into how I'm going to spend the rest of my life. So I saw, presumably, I don't think that's the first time I'm seeing her, but that day we both find ourselves in the bus.
Were you attending the Unilag as well?
Yes, I was attending.
Okay, so your direction was actually,
Yeah.
Okay.
I was attending there for a higher course. So
Okay.
I met her and I followed her up. I was watching her, thinking probably she has a military person chasing after her. But thank God there was nobody chasing after her. I just, one thing about life is that whatever you want, go for it. It's only a coward that go forward and retrieve. And even Bible says, whoever does lay his hands on something and did not complete it is not worthy of any reward.
Was it a one goal thing for you?
Yeah, it was.
Did you have to go back, re-strategizing, talking to her, boosting her ego, buying stuff? Was it at that first instance that you saw and you were like,
no, me, I don't do all these things. So I told her straight that I don't take people to tantalize her. I don't do bachelors. I don't do all those things. I want to marry her.
That's quite strange.
Yeah.
Okay, have you been like sighting her on the campus?
No, like I said, I have a direction for my life. And when I see what I want, I read a book when I was very small, which it was given to me by one pastor, I.G. Fakunle. It's called Strive. And from that Strive, you have to write down 7 things that you want for your life. And she was the last thing I was waiting for then out of that thing.
All the other lists were already made.
So I said you have to have a direction before you have erection, which is not common these days.
That's quite interesting.
Yes, ma'am.
We thank God for where you are. How long have you been married?
It will be 14 years.
14 years.
Next month.
I don't know why most of the people that has come on this program, I would usually invite them maybe a month, planning towards their anniversary. And this is another one.
Aww.
Congratulations in advance.
Thank you, ma'am.
The Lord continue to bless your marriage.
Amen.
Apart from the rendezvous things, how you met and your direction, your erection, so many proverbial statements here. But that one is still clicking on my head. There are things that, for me as a person, there were things I was actually looking for in a man. Whether I want to marry you or not, I don't want to marry you. I see you and I pick up the same from you. Yes. For you as a man, what were you looking for her in a woman that caught your attention, that caught the vision that you already set up for yourself?
Thank you, ma. Everything I wanted in a woman I saw. I have a background in architecture, and as an architect, you must have a facade. you must have a roof, you must have a gate, you must have a heave, and you must have some modeling around your column. So everything I wanted, I saw in her. That gives you the aesthetics. Don't forget that you cannot have a function without not having a form. So she has a form, and I believe the function will be there. And I didn't look at that. The question I asked her was, will you be able to take me to heaven? And she's here. She never understood that question. But
she wouldn't, because you've taken me through a lot of proverbial statement that if you had come to somebody like me, I would have said, can you break it down, Pastor, or break it down, Prof?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say. Fine. You see, take it to our own level, Brakosi. You were. It was just too proverbial for me.
Yeah.
Because we have viewers looking at us from above, from home. People looking forward to getting married. What? You have put architectural languages, which is quite bearable. I want you to come to that my level. What did you see in Sister Buki? Others viewing us from home want to hear that. What did you see in her?
Yeah, the first thing
what attracted you to her?
The first thing I saw in her is that if you have a gala that is good, you will not be looking to buy gala on the go slow. So the first thing I saw in her was a passion, smile. You know, when she was...
A smile was infectious.
Yes, it was infectious. Very various one. I can catch anybody. So a smile, then the thing I wrote down was what I saw.
What were these things that you wrote down?
One of the things I wrote down is that I will not marry someone that is not fair.
You were looking for the bride's lady.
Okay, let me just give you a background. When I was small, I was younger. They call me Oyinbo Yafun because I was very light, and sometimes she doesn't believe me, but that is it. She may think she's lighter than me, but I made her this color. I want to marry Oyinbo Yafun. I was called Oyinbo Yafun, and I'm a white person.
Okay.
So when I saw her, I know, this white, this color that I wanted to relinquish, I can give it to somebody forever. So I decided to go.
Okay, you know, looking at really, our viewers may not really know, but I'd always thought that our own gene was actually very dominant, and that the children actually picked up our color. So it's actually a combination of two things.
Yes.
Okay. So your color, you know, you see what you want and you got it and you went for it.
Yes.
You've been in the journey. Thank you so much. You've been in the journey. What has marriage taught you?
Me or she?
Both of you. What has marriage taught you? Because before, maybe I should make that question very clear. There are instances where people will say, I don't do this. This is not me. I don't do this. This is who I am. But I believe strongly that there are traits of characters that exist in us that you don't even know exist in you. But marriage will actually bring it out, whether good or bad. And those are the things that life teaches us.
Yes, ma'am.
And those are the things that life will have taught us. So what has marriage taught you? What has marriage brought out of you?
So, for me, it has taught me a whole lot of patience and maturity. Because when we started, sometimes I look at myself and I look at myself and I'm like, Kola, well done, you have grown. There are some maturity levels that I've attained with marriage. It has taught me loads of patience. It has taught me how to relate with people. It has taught me not to look at things from the surface, because sometimes we may look at life and just look at it from the surface, but there are some things that are embedded in situations. So not looking at things in the surface, and it has brought the best out of me though, and it has taught me that life are in seasons. There are different seasons in life, and it's a journey. We are still growing and we are still exploring.
Broposi, Sabuki has told us a lot of things. Probably you were the person she was exercising her patience with. She was exercising some patience with you. She was expecting, there were things that she would have thought that, oh, by the time I get into marriage, this and this, you should be. She has come to accept that, maybe a particular thing she was experiencing at that time was just a particular season. She was talking proverbially as well, but I know it's deep. For you, I'm going to come back to that because she's going to explore and take us through the journey where she has exercised a particular time where she has exercised patience, ordinarily that you wouldn't have done, but marriage has brought you to that level, has taught you to be patient. And I will let you know why patience is good in marriage as well. Braposi, what has your marriage taught you? What has marriage taught you?
Yeah, marriage for me is getting married is being married for ages, and that for me that is marriage. Marriage is not about the right person. It's not about becoming the right partner as well. It's for me it's a process that God wants us to be better with. So marriage has taught us how to delete some of the things, some characters, because it's relationship. For me, marriage is relationship. Marriage is a way of life. If your lifestyle is not depicting patience, which marriage have taught me, I may be a patient person, I may be a gentle person, I may be a calm person, but marriage will teach you to be more calmer. Marriage will teach you to be more patient. Marriage will teach you to be more available and to be more serving. You may be the best child of your father or your mother, but in marriage, if you want to be in marriage, like I said, marriage is getting married for ages. If you want to be in marriage, then you need to step up that good traits in you. So marriage have taught me also to be, apart from being a servant leader, it have taught me to go for anything, do things without thinking that the other person did not do it. These days, married people are always pointing finger. But me, I don't point finger. I get it done. Marriage is like you being a CEO, not a manager. Most partners these days, they are manager. Manager want things done. If it's not done, they will sack. And that's why 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, they are out. Because they want to be manager. They are expecting too much from the other person. But for me, it's about strategic thinking. It's about what will keep us alive together, because we are stuck together forever.
Braposi said, we are stuck together forever. You see, I think it's very good when you have that notion of no going back. I'm not talking about where abuse, exists.
Yeah.
But when you go on the journey of marriage, is a journey. For me, it's an endless journey that is filled with ups and downs. That is filled with, like you said, the patience and everything. One thing you said again that really struck me is that people want to come into marriage and come and be, manager, isn't it?
Yes.
But it's better to be the CEO.
Yeah.
You don't command people because the manager will want to be like, okay, get things done. You expect your husband, like the husband mostly, want to sit back and dictate. Most African men want to be back and dictate. But regardless of who is doing whatever, let's just get this done. It's not about man is doing it. It's not about this is meant for women.
Yeah.
When you leave things undone, when you leave things for everybody to do, that thing ends up not being done.
Yes, ma'am.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, that's so beautiful, Posi.
Thank you very
And
much.
I'm still, very much interested in the last. You made a point, Sister Buki.
Yes,
I was actually asking you what has marriage taught you, and you said it has taught you patience. Is that because that's huge?
Yeah.
It got a bit of branches. How have you exhibited patience in your marriage?
In so many ways.
Just tell us what what you feel you actually be beneficial to our audience.
Yeah. So he is a very patient person. In fact, his favorite word, I don't know if I can say it in Yoruba. He says it in Yoruba that can you interpret for me, ma, please? Like Yara Gboro, Laura Lati down. Like be patient.
Quick to hear.
Yeah.
But it's slow to respond.
Exactly. Okay. But it's the opposite of the kind of person I am when things happen. I am very spontaneous. I can be very what's the word now? And spontaneous and impulsive at the same time. So, but when things happened, you would always say, "Farabale, be calm. Okay, let's look at it this
in
way.
Another fashion.
Let's look at it in another fashion." There are different ways to do things. It's not just one-way traffic. And over time, it has helped me. So when things happen, it could be around parenting, it could be at concerning job, it could be about our relationship as well.
Farabale, farabale, be patient.
So
you see, that's really what marriage entails. Really, you are meant to complement each other.
Yes, ma'am.
There are things that I used to tell people I counsel. You see, there's a default. If there's a defect in your partner, that thing that you've always observed in your partner and maybe gets you angry or you don't like or people really would have been complaining about, that's what God has brought you there. That's the shoe God has brought you, to fit into. That's the correction God has brought you into to correct. That's the defect God has brought you to manage in that life. Instead of a lot of us managing that defect in our, maybe privately managing it, managing it in love, not actually, pinpointing and just saying it in a way and manner that will get your spouse angry. You know the way Brad Posey has managed it. Each time you come up with like quick to just respond. I'll just say this. What were you talking to me? And you just say, just take it take it slow. Take it slow. Yeah. And it was a good thing that you were teachable.
Yeah, it is.
That's one thing as partners, as in relationship, as husband and wife. Each time there is nobody out there that's going to tell you the truth. If you are not able to accept the truth from your partner, if you are not inwardly able to accept that truth being told you, you're going to be disgraced outside.
Exactly.
You're going to be disgraced outside.
Exactly.
And that's the good part of marriage, influencing each other positively. But after 1 year, did you see the difference in yourself? How long did it take for you to see the difference in your marriage, molding you and shaping you, Raposi? How long was that, did that change? Did it take for that change to come up, to be visible to you, to people around you as well?
Yeah.
Not with Sabukina, but for both of you.
Yeah. For us, is about like she said, it's a compliment. I don't think it took us that long because before we even got into marriage, we've had conversations, we've communicated. There's no secret. There's no secret. And like I tell her most times that whatever you're covering today, somebody help you to cover it. And like my dad says that if you bend down to look at somebody's bonbon, yours is also elevated. So why are you lying to the person that you're going to steal? For us, it didn't really take us much. We are a work in progress, but we knew that we are aiming for this. Don't be deceived, there is issues. But like she said, sometimes they calm down. There are many ways to kill a monkey. You can throw stone, you can get a gun, you can cut the tree where the monkey is.
Of course.
So don't just go and think that is the solution. It does not work that way. So it didn't take us much to know that there will be issues, but we need to sit down and calm it down. And to be honest, let's say the truth to ourselves. There are issues everywhere, but something distinct is the word of God. the word of God. You see, I tell people most times they look at me and said, why are you always quoting the scripture? The only way solution is through the word of God. If the word of God dwells richly in you, you will be able to live in peace with all men, including your wife. But these days, people don't have word, yet they want to live in this world. If you don't have word, you cannot live in this world. And that's why we have chaos everywhere. So it didn't take us much. And that's just truth.
That's good. I want to ask you one other question, two more questions. And that's going to take us to... it's a very common thing that's asked in marriage. And if lack in relationship, the boat of that journey might actually sink. How do you manage, intimacy in your marriage? When we talk about intimacy, people tell me it could be a lot of things. So for you as a couple, how do you solidify intimacy in your marriage? Regardless of distance. Because I used to tell people that I don't just bring couples on this program. There are certain things in them that attracts me and that makes me come, call you to want to share with us. And I've always seen Brad Bossy, and he's always been very, very, I think, you see the boys around them all the time. And for maybe because of job, because of, one thing or the other, their mom is always away. But each time I look at him, it doesn't seem like the wife is not here. It doesn't live in that. You see some other couple, you will know that they are not, they are overwhelmed. But it doesn't seem like somebody who is overwhelmed. You don't seem like somebody who is far away, who often come. So that I still feel that regardless of your distance and everything, intimacy still exists. So how do you want to teach us, intimacy? And what is intimacy to you? How have you been managing? Far but near.
Yeah, thank you for that question, but I would say that it's not what intimacy is built over time. It's not a sudden thing. At least we've learned ourselves and we know what works for us. For us, mainly, is about being able to communicate. Even when sometimes, regardless of the distance, we could be on a call for hours and we may not say anything. We may just be looking at ourselves. The children are playing around, regardless. Sometimes we could play a movie and I'm over there at wherever I am at the moment, and we could stay together. It could be that it's when they are eating.
Are you trying to say that even while you are there, you still watch movie together?
We do. Sometimes they could be eating. I will be eating where I am.
So you just still feel like you guys have that dining time at the same time, regardless of distance.
Regardless of the distance. And just like I said, and it's season. There's a particular time in our relationship so that the role shifts. There's a particular time that I was the primary parent who was
always on ground
with the children. So this time
so the baton has shifted now.
It has shifted, and everyone in the family, including the children, understands the season.
That's the season.
It helps us a whole lot in that regard, and it is not what you can rush into. It is gradual. Know what pleases this person. Know this person. Learn your own husband. Learn your own wife to know what works for them. But in the long and short of it is
knowing each other. Yeah. Knowing each other. And I feel intentionality is about
very,
it as well.
Very important. You have to be intentional about it, because
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so. It's been an amazing session, and I'm actually enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. Marriage is meant to bless us, you, that the person, the couples in the marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage is meant to bless others, just around you as well.
Yeah.
And above all, from where from my own belief and my faith, it's supposed to please God. If it's not laid on the tree on the three stands I've mentioned, there is really no essence for it. Brakwasi, do you think marriage is worth the hype? Do you think it's worth it? A lot of young girls, young men, does not really believe about marriage. Are you, from all your home background and from your experience, I want to believe you have enjoyed and you are still enjoying, and God has a good future for you regarding your marriage.
Yes.
What advice do you have for anybody who has lost interest, lost hope about marriage, struggling in their marriage? Do you think it's still worth it?
Yes. Marriage is still worth it. But it's not everybody that will get married. Because it's not everybody that is ready for the commitment in marriage.
So when you're talking about commitment in marriage,
Yes.
you when you lay a foundation of such statements, I believe the young couples these days believe that, oh, it's talking about commitment. I don't want to change my face. I don't want to leave my comfort zone. So when you're mentioning commitment, what are you committing yourself to? What must you be ready to do? It sounds scary to me, even though I'm married. But when you say, the commitment, okay. So what areas, how do you get yourself committed?
Thank you, man. So just like the word commitment means that you are committed to something to meet it at the point where the thing is necessary. What we see in marriage today is that the reason why people don't hype marriage is because they are not ready to meet that commitment where it's supposed to be met. And I will give you an example. The typical example is that whenever my wife gives birth, whenever she gives birth to a baby, I'm off work. I beat my baby. I used to chase away our in-laws to go and meet their husband. I beat my kids myself. I don't go to work. Even her, those things they used to tell us to do in Nigeria, I try to do it for her. It is a commitment.
So you're on standby for your whole, what is called Omugo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. 24/7. And the both parents, I'll tell them, what you have an husband at home? You say yes. What would that man eat tonight? Who's going to cook for the man? Go and meet your husband. Leave me and my wife. I'm committed to that, which is rare these days. People put their commitment on people, on outsiders. It may not work for them. It may work for them. But it's one of those commitments I'm committed to. I'm committed to the fact that till my sons they understand how to bathe. I bathe them before I go to office. I'm committed to that.
So for some men, some men was like, okay, this is just meant for the woman. Their mom should do it. Okay, so you do that.
I do that.
That's a commitment on your own.
On my own.
For those who are not able to do that kind of a thing, we are not saying, okay, it doesn't make you a man,
Yes.
and it doesn't make you less of a man if you can't do it.
Yes,
but you
correct.
must be ready to give up something. You must be ready to commit yourself. It's like a bank account, a bank savings. You don't put something. Savings is you are committed. There is something you are actually putting into savings.
Yeah.
So if you are not committed, I'm telling you, it can be very easy for you to give up your marriage.
Correct.
Because this is, I often ask people, you just want to give up like that. I can't have 20 million in my account. Or like a driving insurance, for example, a no claim bonus. And I want to give it up like that. I've committed it long. It took me hours. It took me years to build that.
Yes.
So what has taken you a long time, if you're in a marriage for 10 years or 5 years or whatever years, even if it's 1 year that you're officially married, if you have been committed, if you have put in a lot of things, I wouldn't want to go away with it. If you look at my husband today, you look at my wife today, and you're like saying that you're beautiful. Somebody has built that up. Somebody has committed. Somebody has sown into that. Exactly. So for you not to be able to easily give up into your relationship, your children, you must sow daily.
Yes, ma'am.
So it talks about what are you sowing daily in your relationship. You sow nothing, you get nothing.
Exactly.
You sow nothing, you build nothing.
Exactly.
You've been such an amazing couple. And what has, I've learned about the intentionality of you being far away and still being together. You eat together far away. We know couples and families who are even near, who are in the same house, they seem like far away, lonely in its relationship that is just even nearby. It doesn't matter where you are, you can still be together.
Yes, ma'am. 24/7.
24/7. And there's one thing I actually observe as well. Maybe it's the opposite on my side. I have all girls. You have all boys.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you at a time paused to be looking for girls?
Mommy.
Did you think, were you desiring all boys? Or was it what God had just thrown into your basket?
That's what he was bringing out.
Okay.
That's what I was bringing out.
But I would say something. After the two boys, and we agreed that we were done. Maybe like 5 years down the line, he now said, let's try for money. Who have you been talking to? Let's try for what? We are done. We agreed that we are done. But eventually, I obliged him another.
But see, at that time, because it's very difficult for, especially African kind of sex of a child.
Okay.
Or some people will not want to give up until they have a girl. Some people will not want to give up until they have a boy. And were you looking for at the second, after you had your second child, and you now decided to embark on the third journey, were you looking for a girl?
No.
You weren't looking for a girl. You were just looking for a child.
No, not really a child. Sometimes like she said, it could not be you. It could be in my house. What we believe in stakeholder. Everybody's a stakeholder, including I. Remember when I want to buy a car, my kids say no, that car is no. Imagine one of them will say, if I'm sleeping, where would the other person lie? So it is about stakeholder. So sometimes you may not desire something until when you agree, and that has been working for, like you mentioned, the kids knows everything. The next 5 years plan, they understand it. So for us, it is not that we are designing a specific gender. It is not the kids and I may think that we want a gender.
Yeah, him and the stakeholder for the kids this time, not me.
They want gender. They want gender. But the truth is that it is not that must be this gender. Because she is the girl of the family, she is the woman of the family, she's our girl. We have Trinity, 3 boys, and we are the pillars that holds the house together.
Thank you so much, dear Defisuye. It's been an amazing journey with you. You've taught us so much. Thank you so much. You see, you don't leave a scene until you don't leave the stage until you drop something. On this stage of Stronger Together, what do you want to give? What do you want to drop for the oncoming couples, struggling couples? It's for me, it's not about perfection. It's how you evolved daily, how you grew daily. And growth is not a straightforward thing. Growth is systematic. Growth is gradual. It's not what you see on the outside. Growth can be within. So what do you want to teach couples out there? What encourage them to do?
So I would say that for anyone struggling or for anyone that is still having doubts whether marriage is worth it or not, I would encourage them that they should go for it if they believe that. If you're out there and you're thinking, is it worth it or should I give up? I would encourage you not to give up. So long you're not in an abusive relationship that is life-threatening, is not affecting your well-being, I will still encourage you that hold on to God, because the heart of any man or any woman is in His hand. Hold on to God, play your own part, keep showing up, and in the end, I believe you will be better just play your own part. Keep showing up. Don't give up on that marriage. It's worth it.
And on this note, Brakwasi, what have you got to give us?
Well, my final one of the things I want to say is that marriage is not just for two people living together. It is for two living, learning to die to their self. So people should learn to die to their self. Also, I want to encourage that, like she said, that keep praying and keep doing your part. We should stop blaming game in marriage. We should do our part. And to our young teaming people, or even if you even think you are older than the age, God is never late. Marriage is sweet, marriage is good, and marriage is beautiful. There are so much goodness you find in marriage. It's a blessing, and I hope that we stay in it, irrespective of what is flying all around. And we should stop keeping our hope in expecting too much from the other person. Play your part.
High expectation. We have had it all from the Adefisoye. Unrealistic goals. People set unrealistic goals. Goals that can never be met. Expectation that can never be met.
Only God.
Only there are things only even Jesus has not actually met a lot of people's desire. He has done his own, but he has not even satisfied them. How much more even man? The main thing I've learned tonight is that you have to be intentional to stay in marriage. You have to, for me, I used to say, marry your friend. The desire, the hype about sex will go down at a time. It's hormonal. And at the time, as age advances, the hormonal level of sexual desire will go down. So when that disappears, when life difficulty shows up, when even life hits at a time you never expected, and the sex drive and the sex act is not going to be able to be met, are you going to throw your partner away? And you will throw the person away if you actually marry that person because of sex. So I'm not jettisoning sex. Sex is good. Sex is part of it, but the desire to thrive on, to sustain one another, even till old age, where we will not be able to act, physically, sexually. I used to tell people, it's a cord of intimacy that exists between you when you are young, that is going to sustain you when you are old.
Age. Yeah.
God bless you. It's nice having you around. We appreciate.
All right.
For me, I can do anything anywhere if it is for my partner. I may not be able to do it for anybody. I may not be able to shake anybody. But Brakwasi, how do you express your love in public? Are you ashamed to express your love in public? How do you express your love? How do you want to be loved? Do you ever express love to your husband in public?
Yeah, I can hold him. I can give him a peck or kiss.
Brakwasi, okay, that's what you can do in public. What do you do in public?
He embarrasses me sometimes. He wants to carry me.
her.
You carry her. Okay. I was expecting you to carry her here. You did not even carry her. You are carrying her with your mouth. You should have carried that. That's a way of expressing it.
I know.
You don't want that. You don't want to carry her here.
I don't want to spoil the lighting of the studio.
Okay. Thank you so much. We are blessed having you.
God
Thank
bless
you
you.
so much. We hope have an amazing anniversary. 14 years.
Yes.
I didn't know you had gone that far, but I knew you'd have been over 10 anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
You're an amazing couple.
Thank
I
you.
respect Brother Fisoye so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I love my dear sister Buke. I call her this sister Eforiro. God bless you. And your love will continue to wax stronger and stronger.
Amen.
You make marriage worth it. You make it look so effortlessly. Like you said, there's nobody who hasn't got a fault or the other. But you have accepted one another as you are. You have learned to be with each other. You have learned what is, what does she like? What don't I want? You learn, each other's life to be able to use that knowledge of each other that you have in the journey. God bless you.
Thank you.
Keep soaring.
Amen.
And you continue to be a blessing to people around you,
Amen.
to yourself.
Amen.
I keep pleasing God.
Amen.
Amen.
Do we expect another boy?
No, we are done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And on this note, we have our logo. People who come here, we leave them with something to go home with, as a kind of remembrance that you have been here on Stronger Together. We got a package for you there. You can open it and you see what it's
Thank you
like.
so much, Mom.
It's been an amazing session today. I enjoyed myself. I've learned a lot of things. And we hope to be here next month on another edition of Stronger Together. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, ask your questions, and be here with us. God bless you.